Alright, good morning everyone. We are here with break 309, another 24 Elite combo break featuring a 24 Elite case and a 24 Elite Priority Box. We have our Priority Box and our case sitting there ready to go. Hope everyone has enjoyed their weekend. Our team list for today: Broncos, Stephen Gillard; Raiders, Kieran Cullen; Bulldogs, Luke Nash; Sharks, Daryl Barton; Dolphins, Matt McBurney; Titans, Matty McCulloch; Manly, Jeremy Thomas; Storm, Peter Lowe; Knights, Cole Burrows; Cowboys, Corey Cullen; Eels, Daryl Barton; Panthers, Stephen Gillard; Rabbitohs, Hayden; Dragons, Michelle Lovett; Roosters, John Duffy; Warriors, Peter Lowe; and Tigers, Kieran Cullen. Good luck, everyone. We have kicked off a couple of minutes early, but that should be okay. Let's find out who our case card is. Realistically, by the time we actually start opening, it should be 10 o'clock. Alright. Number 23. Jacob Preston with the Bulldogs. Luke Nash. Alright. Alright. First box, Emerald Mojo, number 6. Josh King with the Storm. Dylan Edwards, parallel for Panthers. New recruit, Kelma Talagi for the Eels. Vegas, Sam Walker for the Roosters. Dolphins, parallel checklist. Pink Diamond, number 52. Gail Broughton for the Broncos. Black Young Gun, Atta Mariota for the Raiders, number 4. Kieran Cullen. Raiders, Zach Hosking, parallel. Masters Series in the Rabbitohs. Multicultural, Emery Agula for the Raiders. Sean Johnson, parallel for Warriors. Tried to put the teams that were still available in there, and breaks 311 and 312 but to have them on separate lines, which is how I tried to copy and paste it in, you got to do separate messages. It's just, yeah, messy. 101 gold reflections for the Cowboys. White Young Guns, Tom Ale for the Warriors. Blake Laurie, parallel for the Dragons. New recruit, Aiden Cesar for the Tigers. Dally M, Taryn Aiken for the Roosters. Knights parallel checklist. Ruby Emojo, number 39. Jerome Hughes for the Storm. Well, it's been a big first half of box. Did I not? No, sorry. Thank you. No. Oh no, Young Guns. Warriors. My bad. I don't even think I called 55 on that, did I? Reflections for the Broncos. Ruben Garrick, parallel for Manly. Raiders, Young Guns. Raiders got sleeved. Yeah. All good. No worries. New recruit, Keenan Palacia for the Titans. Keep me on my toes. I appreciate it. Don't worry. Multicultural, David Fafita for Titans. Sam Walker, parallel for the Roosters. Dally M, Adam Reynolds for the Broncos. Multicultural, Nico Hines for the Sharks. Regan Campbell-Gillard, parallel for the Eels. New recruit, Fletcher Baker for Broncos. Reflections for the Eels. Parallel, John Bateman for the Tigers. New recruit, Dane Laurie for Panthers. Reece Walsh, Vegas for the Broncos. Max King, parallel for Bulldogs. New recruit, Kai Pearce-Paul for the Knights. Vegas, Tommy Turbo for Manly. Jeremiah Nanai, parallel for Cowboys. Multicultural Jason Tormalolo for the Cowboys. Second box, second emerald. Number 9, Stefano Utoikamanu for the Tigers. No, thanks. Philip semi-parallel for the Titans. New recruit Thomas McHale for the Cowboys. Vegas Alex Johnston for the Rabbitohs. Keon Kolomatangi parallel for the Rabbitohs. Multicultural Jeremy Marshall King for the Dolphins. Reflections for the Raiders. Cameron McInnes parallel for the Sharks. Kangaroos in the Masters Series. Vegas Victor Radley for the Roosters. Clint Gutherson parallel for the Eels. Gold Reflections for Manly, number 74. White Young Guns, Tuku for the Sharks, number 190. Reece Welsh parallel for the Broncos. Oh. New recruit Roger Tuivasa-Sheck for the Warriors. New recruit Joe Chan for the Storm. Daly Cherry Evans, Vegas for Manly. Tommy Turbo parallel for Manly. New recruit Spencer Lenu for the Roosters. Parallel Kalen Ponga for the Knights. Dally M Patrick Carrigan for the Broncos. Brendan Pakura, multicultural for the Broncos. Isaiah Papali'i, parallel for Tigers. New recruit Brad Schneider for Panthers. Isabel Kelly, Dally M for the Roosters. Parallel Isaac Tago for Panthers. Ruby Mojo, number 10. William Kennedy for the Sharks. Reflections for the Roosters. Parallel Jake Averillo for the Dolphins. New recruit Billy Burns for the Sharks. Third last pack for our second box. Multicultural Dane Gagai for the Knights. Dominic Young, parallel for the Roosters. Breakout Christian Welsh and Eliza Katoa for Storm, number 77. Storm parallel checklist. Last tag for box number 2. Multicultural Justin Olam for the Tigers. Alright, let's go. Box number 3. We got one black young gun so far, 2 emeralds for the bigger hits. Still plenty to go. Let's see what we can pull. New recruit Raymond Faitala Mariner for the Dragons. Vegas Game 1 header card. Jamal Fogarty parallel for the Raiders. Multicultural Joseph Tarpanay for the Raiders. Spotlight patch, number 13, Shaq Mitchell in the Indigenous. Adam Fanua Blake parallel for the Warriors. New recruit Corey Waddell for Manly. Vegas Jesse Arthurs for Broncos. Tyrell Sloan parallel for Dragons. Multicultural Zach Labour for the Cowboys. New recruit Jack Whiten for the Rabbitohs. Multicultural Jerome Hughes for Storm. Dan Gagai parallel for Knights. Maroons in the Masters series. Parallel Jaden Sullivan for the Tigers. Gold Reflections for the Dragons, number 57. Hello, hello. How are we, Kyla? Oh, Kyle, sorry. Reflections for Manly. Murray Talagi, parallel for the Cowboys. New recruit, Josh Curran for the Bulldogs. Breakout, Adam Reynolds and Ezra Mann for the Broncos, number 87. Jerome Luai, parallel for Panthers. Dally M, David Fafita for Titans. Multicultural, Brian Kelly for the Titans. Felice Kafusi, parallel for Dolphins. New recruit, Kane Bradley for Storm. Dally M, Tamika Upton for the Knights. Owaki Fotowaka, parallel for the Titans. Ruby Mojo, number 31. Patrick Carrigan for the Broncos. Reflections for the Sharks. Rabbitohs, parallel checklist. New recruit, Zach Hosking for the Raiders. Vegas, Latrell Mitchell for the Rabbitohs. William Kennedy, parallel for the Sharks. White Young Guns, Jareem Buller for Tigers, number 63. And Walami kick out, parallel for the Bulldogs to finish off box number 3. Multicultural, Kalen Ponga for the Knights. Breakout, Tiana Penatani and Anessa Biddle for the Sharks, number 3. Bailey Simonson for the Eels. Vegas Sam Walker for the Roosters. Adam Reynolds, parallel for the Broncos. Multicultural, Apasai Coruscant for the Tigers. Reflections for the Rabbitohs. Will Warbrick, parallel for the Storm. Dally M, Sean Johnson for the Warriors. Multicultural, Mikhail Ravalawa for the Dragons. Liam Martin, parallel for Panthers. Master Series in the Storm. BD. Number 2. Felice Kafusi for the Dolphins. We got Matt McBurney with the Dolphins today. Jeremy Marshall King, parallel for Dolphins. Reflections Gold in the Eels, number 71. Gordon Tong, White Young Guns for Manly, number 73. Sorry, having a bit of trouble reading that number then. Luke Brooks, parallel for Manly. New recruit, Keenan Palacia for the Titans. New recruit, Fletcher Baker for the Broncos. New recruit, Thomas Flegler for the Dolphins. AJ Brimson, parallel for the Titans. Multicultural, Hammer Fido for the Dolphins. Latrell Mitchell for the Rabbitohs. New recruit, Morgan Smithies for the Raiders. Can't remember which one it was. I seen Flegler or Dearden was maybe having to look at early retirement due to medical. Dally M, Tegan Berry for the Dragons. Ongoing injuries. Mitchell Barnett, parallel for the Warriors. Ruby Mojo, number 42. Eels checklist. Reflections for the Titans. Jack DeBellin, parallel for the Dragons. New recruit, Aiden Cesar for the Tigers. Vegas, Reese Walsh for Broncos. Reese Robson, parallel for Cowboys. New recruit, Kelma Talagi for the Eels. Tommy Turbo, Vegas for Manly. Victor Radley, parallel for Roosters. And that is the end of box number 4. New recruit, Spencer Linu for the Roosters. Black League sensation number 44, Dominic Young for the Roosters. John Duffy. Leo Thompson, parallel for the Knights. Henry Gula, multicultural for the Raiders. Stefano Utkamanu, parallel for the Tigers. New recruit, Brad Schneider for Panthers. Victor Radley, Vegas for the Roosters. Matt Burton, parallel for the Bulldogs. Pink Diamond, Georgia Hale for the Titans, number 54. Multicultural, Sanua Taruva for Panthers. Titans parallel checklist. Indigenous in the Masters Series. Multicultural, Xavier Coates for Storm. Damien Cook, parallel for Rabbitohs. Gold Reflections for the Bulldogs. Number 19. White Young Guns, Jonah Pezzett for the Storm. Number 64. Sif Talakai, parallel for the Sharks. Reflections for the Eels. Morgan Smithies, parallel for the Raiders. Dally M, Kalen Ponga for the Knights. New recruit Jack Cogger for the Knights. Wade Egan, parallel for the Warriors. Multicultural Jason Tormalolo for the Cowboys. Alex Johnston, Vegas for the Rabbitohs. Tom Eisenhuth, parallel for the Dragons. New recruit Jaden Sullivan for the Tigers. Dalium Olivia Koenig for the Roosters. Jermaine Hopgood, parallel for the Eels. Number 40, Ruby Mojo Mikhail Ravalawa for the Dragons. Reflections for the Tigers. Payne Haas, parallel for the Broncos. New recruit Roger Tuivasa-Sheck for the Warriors. Vegas, Daly Cherry Evans for Manly. Nick Meaney, parallel for Storm. New recruit Thomas McHale for the Cowboys. Box number 6. Team League Sensation number 6, Isaiah Papali'i for the Tigers. Selwyn Cobbo, parallel for the Broncos. New recruit Kurt Catewell for the Warriors. Damien Cook, Vegas for the Rabbitohs. Cameron Munster, parallel for Storm. Multicultural Sanua Taruva for Panthers. Reflections for the Tigers. David Fafita, parallel for Titans. New recruit Vilami Avile for the Cowboys. Jesse Bromwich, parallel for Dolphins. Multicultural Vilami Kickout for the Bulldogs. Storm in the Masters Series, Tanela Paseka, parallel for Manly. Sapphire Mojo, Ryan Pappenhausen for Storm, number 23. White Young Guns, Liam Henry for Panthers. 100. James Tedesco, parallel for the Roosters. New recruit Tuku for the Sharks. Vegas Joey Manu for the Roosters. Dylan Brown, parallel for the Eels. Multicultural Tohu Harris for the Warriors. Multicultural Xavier Coates for Storm. Parallel Cody Walker for the Rabbitohs. Daliam Sanua Taruva for Panthers. Parallel Dale Finucane for the Sharks. New recruit Dominic Young for the Roosters. Dally M. Melihafunga for the Broncos. Jacob Little, parallel for Dragons. Ruby Mojo, Tommy Dearden for the Cowboys. Number 40. Reflections for the Cowboys. Elam Aluki, parallel for the Cowboys. New recruit Josh Curran for the Bulldogs. Vegas Luke Brooks for Manly. Panthers parallel checklist. New recruit Kane Bradley for Storm. And that is the end of box number 6. Let's go, number 7. Lucky number 7, eh? Multicultural Mitchell Moses for the Eels. Game 2, header card in the Vegas. Jacob Carraz, parallel for Bulldogs. New recruit Kyle Flanagan for the Dragons. Matthew Tomoko, parallel for Raiders. Siwa Wong, multicultural for the Roosters. Reflections for the Dolphins. Warriors parallel checklist. New recruit Luke Brooks for Manly. New recruit Morgan Smithies for the Raiders. Vegas Cameron Murray for the Rabbitohs. Thomas Burgess, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Multicultural Hamoli Olika R2 for Manly. Maroons in the Masters Series. Toby Rudolph parallel for the Sharks. Sapphire Mojo Reed Marnie for the Bulldogs. Oops. Number 16. Marnie. White Young Guns, Jacob Preston for the Bulldogs. Number 65. Greg Marshew, parallel for the Knights. New recruit, Sean Kepe for the Rabbitohs. Breakout, Zahara Tamara and Samima Torfa for the Raiders, number 59. Green Buller, parallel for the Tigers. Patrick Carrigan, Vegas for the Broncos. Zach Lomax, parallel for the Dragons. Dallin Watine Zelezniak for the Warriors. Multicultural Tyrell Sloan for the Dragons. Ruben Cotter, parallel for the Cowboys. New recruit, Stephen Crichton for the Bulldogs. Daliam Yasmin Clydesdale for the Knights. Patrick Carrigan, parallel for Broncos. Ruby Mojo, number 30, Brian To'o for Panthers. Reflections for Panthers. Harry Grant, parallel for Storm. 2 packets left in box number 7. New recruit, Thomas Flegler for the Dolphins. White League Sensations, number 52, Stephen Crichton for the Bulldogs. Jaden Campbell, parallel for Titans. Alright, box number 8. New recruit Jaden Hunt for the Broncos. Vegas, James Tedesco in the Roosters. Tony Staggs, parallel for the Broncos. Dalian Jermaine Isako for the Dolphins. Multicultural James Fisher-Harris for Panthers. Jerome Hughes, parallel for Storm. New recruit Herbie Farmer for the Dolphins. Dalian Shemima Taufa for the Raiders. Bulldogs parallel checklist. Sam Walker, number 40, Ruby Mojo for the Roosters. Reflections for the Storm. Joseph Tarpanay, parallel for the Raiders. New recruit Jack Cogger for the Knights. Vegas Payne Huss for the Broncos. Chance Nicole Clockstad, parallel for the Warriors. New recruit Jaden Sullivan for the Tigers. Multicultural Addo Carr for the Bulldogs. Vegas Jake Trbojevic for Manly. Manly parallel checklist. New recruit Harley Smith Shields for Titans. Chance Nico Clockstad, multicultural for the Warriors. Brendan Smith, parallel for the Roosters. Pink Diamond. Number 17, Sarah Togatuki for the Tigers. Reflections for the Knights. Junior Paulo, parallel for the Eels. Brendan Hunt, parallel for Dragons. Multicultural Cody Walker for the Rabbitohs. Rabbitohs in the Masters Series. Valentine Holmes parallel for Cowboys. Sapphire Mojo, number 20, Dylan Edwards for the Panthers. White Young Guns, Zach Labour for the Cowboys, 105. Nathan Cleary, parallel for Panthers. New recruit, Morgan Harper for the Eels. And our last packet for box number 8. White League Sensations. Number 38. And Liam Martin for the Panthers. Thomas Flegler, parallel for Dolphins. Box number 9, let's go. Multicultural, Gordon Tong for Manly. New recruit, Dominic Young for the Roosters. Nico Hines, parallel for the Sharks. Pink Diamond, number 20, Eels Checklist. Damien Cook, Vegas for the Rabbitohs. Bradman Best, parallel for Knights. Multicultural, Micah Sivo for the Eels. Reflections for the Dragons. Upside Coruscant, parallel for Tigers. Black Young Guns. 145. Kale Arrow for the Sharks. Broncos parallel checklist. Multicultural, Braden Trindle for the Sharks. Kangaroos in the Masters Series. Josh King, parallel for Storm. Sapphire Mojo Ruben Garrick for Manly, number 21. White Young Gun Sua Wong for the Roosters, 111. All the ones in that one. Big Tino parallel for the Titans. New recruit Valami Avile for the Cowboys. Vegas Joey Manu for the Roosters. Cameron Murray parallel for the Rabbitohs. Dally M Harry Grant for the Storm. New recruit Dane Laurie for Panthers. Jacob Preston parallel for Bulldogs. Multicultural Dominic Young for the Roosters. Parallel Canberra Raiders. New recruit Kai Pearce Paul for the Knights. Dally M Ali Brigginshaw for the Broncos. Amali Olika R2 parallel for Manly. Ruby Mojo, number 41. Keon Kolomatangi for the Rabbitohs. Reflections for the Bulldogs. Lindsay Collins parallel for the Roosters. New recruit Tuku for the Sharks. Second last packet for box number 9. Vegas Luke Brooks for Manly. Will Penasini parallel for the Eels. New recruit Kurt Catewell for the Warriors. And that's the end of box number 9. We have box number 10, leaving just our priority box to go after this one. Last box of the case. Black Young Guns. We've had lucky first packet quite a few times in this break. Number 16, Jonah Pezzett for the Storm. Which, I mean, technically, they are on the bottom of the box. So it could be lucky last packet. It's just the way we're opening them. That's my excuse and we're sticking to it. Dragons Parallel Checklist. Multicultural Latrell Mitchell for the Rabbitohs. Pink and Diamond Isabel Kelly for the Roosters, number 44. Scott Drinkwater, parallel for the Cowboys. Stephen Crichton, new recruit for the Bulldogs. Game 2 header card. Isaiah Yeo, parallel for Panthers. Multicultural Avalami kick out for the Bulldogs. Stephen Crichton, parallel for the Bulldogs. Multicultural Selwyn Cobbo for the Broncos. Maroons in the Masters series. Jordan Rapiner, parallel for Raiders. Sapphire Mojo, number 23. Dylan Brown for the Eels. White Young Guns of Alami Fafita for the Dragons, number 71. Tohu Harris, parallel for the Warriors. New recruit Luke Brooks for Manly. Reflections for the Cowboys. Herbie Farmworth, parallel for Dolphins. Dally M, Ezra Mam for the Broncos. New recruit Joe Chan for Storm. Toto Koala, parallel for Manly. Multicultural Tohu Harris for the Warriors. Patrick Carrigan, Vegas for the Broncos. Joey Manu, parallel for Roosters. New recruit Billy Burns for the Sharks. Dally M, Anessa Biddle for the Sharks. Sharks parallel checklist. Ruby Mojo, number 40. Tommy Turbo for Manly. Reflections for the Warriors. Knights, Jack Cogger parallel. 3 packets left for box number 10. Last box of the case. New recruit Sean Kepe for the Rabbitohs. Vegas Cameron Murray for the Rabbitohs. David Clemmer parallel for the Tigers. New recruit Kyle Flanagan for the Dragons. Alright, box number 10 done and dusted. Only box left to go is our priority box. Let's go. Pink Diamond, number 33. Olivia Koenig for the Roosters. Blake Brayley parallel for the Sharks. New recruit Dominic Young for the Roosters. Game 2, a Vegas header card. We were looking for game 1. Jacob Saifiti parallel for the Knights. Multicultural Micah Sivo for the Eels. Our first priority, number 8, reflections for the Bulldogs. Aiden Cesar parallel for the Tigers. Billy Walters parallel for the Broncos. Multicultural Braden Trindle for the Sharks. Storm in the Masters series. Ryan Pappenhausen parallel for Storm. Sapphire Mojo Cody Walker for the Rabbitohs, number 11. Second priority, number 12. Ali for the Warriors. Fiona Carmpy error, parallel for Titans. New recruit Valami Avile for the Cowboys. Black Young Guns, number 137. Dylan Lucas for the Knights. I think Knights was the only team without a numbered hit as well. Look at that. That's pretty lucky in the final box. Alex Johnston, parallel for the Rabbitohs. Multicultural Gordon Tong for Manly. Dally M, Liam Martin for Panthers. New recruit Dane Laurie for Panthers. Reid Marnie, parallel for Bulldogs. Multicultural Dominic Young for the Roosters. Patrick Carrigan, Broncos in the Vegas. Hudson Young, parallel for Raiders. 7 packets left in our final box of the break. New recruit Kai Pearce Paul for the Knights. Dally M, Tamika Upton for the Knights. Jake Trbojevic, parallel for Manly. Ruby Mojo, Hudson Young for the Raiders, number 26. Our last priority hit, number 12 again, Reflections for the Eels. Roosters, a parallel checklist. New recruit Tuku for the Sharks. Vegas, Cameron Murray for the Rabbitohs. Mitchell Moses, parallel for Eels. And last packet for the break. New recruit Kurt Catewell for the Warriors. Alright, so we have our $100 bonus gift card. We have our 11 Masters Series cards. We have a Game 1 header card that we'll have to randomize. And we also have an extra Game 2 header card to be randomized. So we will do that in that order. Everyone at least got a numbered hit today, so that's always good. Alright, let's change over to our randomizer. Oh, there we go. There it is. All right, 3 times around the merry-go-round. Number 1, number 2, and lucky last number 3. Kyle Burrows winning the $100 gift card today. We will reset. Number 1, number 2, and this is for the Master Series cards. Number 3, Matt McBurney with the Dolphins. All right, reset again. This time it's for the Game 1 header card. Let's go. Number 1, number 2, and lucky last number 3. Manly staying there the whole time. Alright, Roosters and Broncos for our last randomizer. Number 1, number 2, and lucky last number 3. Roosters with the bonus header card. Alright guys, that's it. That's all. Hope you had a ball.